So it looks like we are going to get this show on the road. So we do have both teams in and ready to go. If the in-game overlay looks weird, I'm seeing it myself for Brava tonight. Gotcha. Hopefully everything looks okay on the overlay. Either way, we're going to get into this 2v2 matchup very shortly. And right now, NotTodayKaren moving this one forward. Going with the neon green for LST Green. It's going to be interesting to look at as we play this. Kilk567, thanks for helping me out. Glad it looks good. Or it looks okay. The bar is okay. That's where we are right now. Seeing a white hat right now. Don't know if that's legit or not, but either way, this one, what a save from Mr. One Hand. That's probably the most underrated save I've seen in a long time, mostly just because of how they saved it. Because on those retreating saves, it's really hard to get around the ball, so what they did is they just speared themselves into the post and pushed themselves out of the net. If we could clip that, that would be really interesting to see in slow motion. Because that was definitely an underrated play for sure. It's plays like that that separate the good from the great in these kind of matchups. Trust Esports are 2-0 in the Division 5 circuit. So this one's popping up in front. This is going to just roll in front. Brava Gunnar doesn't have the boost to recover, and King will score the first goal of the series. Nice play here by Mr. One Hand to just pop this up for his teammate. Tries to circle back on this one, and King and Mr. One Hand pinch this into the net. 50 miles an hour on the goal line. Nothing you can really do if you are LST Green. Starting off strong for Trust Esports. It's Brava Gunnar. Nice push downfield. King tries to get this one out. Does have a lot of boost to work with. Brava Gunner's in a tough spot. Just has to backpedal and try to boom this one downfield. They just get it over Mr. One Hand, but they are able to find the touch towards the side. It's King. Nice push towards center. Mr. One Hand. Goal is wide open. And with that play, 2-0 for Trust Esports. Just like that. It's King. Great pass towards center. Mr. One Hand just booms this on target. There's a lot of faith in each other on these passing plays. Trust Esports kicking this one off strong, showing why they are the undefeated team in this one. NotTodayKaren, though, trying to get on the board for LST Green. Kicks us off to the side. It's Brava Gunnar. Hoping to stay with this one. It's King. Off their own backboard. This is how they just scored the second goal. Gonna have to see how LST are able to recover. As Mr. One Hand is shut down. Brava Gunnar in a one-on-one situation. Can't get control of the ball, though. That's gonna be tough to deal with. As we see Mr. One Hand still just causing havoc on the side of LST. It's NotTodayKaren trying to carry this one out. Won't get it by King, though. King still applying this pressure in the green corner. Mr. One Hand, good patience on their back line. This Brava Gunnar might have a shot on target here. This one just off the post. Mr. One Hand in a tough spot. NotTodayKaren chips this over the goalie. 200 IQ play right there as Brava Gunnar gets the setup. This nice little chip completely throws Mr. One Hand completely off guard. NotTodayKaren shelves the first goal for LST Green. Still down by 1, but over half this game left to go. Starting to see a bit of adjustments for LST Green. Getting a little bit more confident with their play. We just saw them play earlier in a 3v3. Oh my gosh, what a shot from King, though. Finding the angle around the goalie. Mr. One Hand sets them up perfectly. 73-mile-an-hour redirect here. Great turn of the car to get that angle. What a snipe from King. It's King and Brava Gunnar on the kickoff. Leaves this one for NotTodayKaren. NotTodayKaren dribbles this down by Mr. One Hand. We'll leave it for King. Not a ton of aggression there from NotTodayKaren. Kind of a slow play there. Maybe trying to get something started. NotTodayKaren with the Mantis flicks this by, and Brava Gunnar puts the lead for Trust Esports back to 1. It's Mr. One Hand not able to get this one out. NotTodayKaren with a beautiful pass. Brava Gunnar, even better placement. 70 miles an hour right back in the face. Trust Esports, they're not going anywhere just yet. DrunkCookies cheering on LST Green. It's Brava Gunnar stutter steps on the kickoff. Mr. One Hand is able to get the read. King up for another redirect. Can't get the double tap angle. It's going to be tough to recover until Mr. One Hand rotates through on this ball. Nice 50-50. Gonna be tough for Brava Gunnar to deal with. And Mr. One Hand off the crossbar sets up King for the shots. Off the crossbar again. Mr. One Hand tries to get in front of it. NotTodayKaren moves in for the clear. King won't allow that to happen though. Brava Gunnar trying to get this one out. Accidentally pitches it back towards their net. King can't get the angle. But still very dangerous for the side of Trust, or for LST rather. It's Brava Gunnar. Has this one popped up to the side. Mr. One Hand leaves it for King. This communication that we're seeing from LST Green is just not enough for Trust Esports. That really seem to live up to their name. Have so much faith in each other to make these plays. NotTodayKaren, not a lot of boost to get back to this and pinch it across the net on accident. This Brava Gunnar had a wide open shot opportunity there if they were able to get the pass across. Still 60 seconds left. Only down by 1. NotTodayKaren, a crucial miss though. King is going to pop this out to Mr. One Hand in the center. Brava Gunnar saves this away. King on the retreat with no boost. Brava Gunnar and NotTodayKaren in pursuit. Trying to tie this one up. It's Brava Gunnar. Nice catch here. This one's going to pop in front of the orange net. Just goes wide. King keeps control of this. Does keep it close to their car so they are able to get a good 50-50. Brava Gunnar will have some time to go against Mr. One Hand. Can't keep it on top of their car. Mr. One Hand's going to take this away from them. It's King. Nice aerial play to keep the possession. 15 seconds left. Brava Gunnar's got to get this downfield, but with that bump from King, that is huge to stop any momentum they had on the rotations for local sports team. NotTodayKaren tries to get the touch. They can't. Mr. One Hand moves in for the play. Great fake by Brava Gunnar. They're going to have one last chance to score. Will this one work out? No, it does not connect. This one will fall. And Trust Esports take the first game. Just like that. Trust Esports. It's King and Mr. One Hand taking that one by storm. DrunkCookies, thanks so much for casting. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, this is definitely a highlight of my week, so glad we were able to squeeze you guys in. But we'll see if your boys are able to pull through on this one. Right now, Trust Esports are looking pretty in control at the moment, but we did see some signs of greatness at the end there. It's LST Green not going out without a fight. Trust Esports, though, still hold on to that lead. Oh, that'd be awesome. Get the trifecta +1. I don't know what that would be. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to save that replay just so we can watch the save later. Yeah. There we go. I want to view that now. Like I said, 1 up. Just like that. For Trust Esports. Gonna hop into spectate, get this show on the road. So we've got game 2 underway in this best-of-5 series between King and the rest of Trust Esports against LST Green. Brava Gunnar tries to get the musty flick, gets some kind of flick there. But will set themselves up for a play. Mr. One Hand did seem to stall out there. Unfortunately, not sure what's going on. Looks like might have had a DC. Let's see. So okay, so it looks like not sure what to do here. But yeah, I guess we'll just play on for now. Unfortunately, so just for you guys watching, just so you know. Yeah, well, the thing is, if it starts and there's no goals scored before there's a DC, then you can reset. However, which is weird. Oh, this one's just going to go in. King just completely catches me off guard. Ties this one up just like that. King, nice stop here to get this one away. Brava Gunnar, oh, Brava Gunnar just accidentally touches this one in. And yeah, so once the game does start, once the game starts and no games have been scored, unofficial, but they're playing for like 30 seconds and ZC play on. I mean, yeah, but the thing was there were only 15 seconds on the clock, but there was a goal scored, and then they DC'd like half a second later. That's why I was wondering, because if there's a DC and there's no, like, if it's 0-0, then you can reconnect as long as someone says something, and you can remake. But the thing was, they had like local sports team had already scored like half a second before they did disconnect. So yeah, but again, like it was 1-0, and like the second that they scored, like we saw DC. So it is what it is. We'll see if they're able to get back into it. But right now, local sports team are tied up with Trust Esports 1-1 in game number 2. Trust Esports are in the lead right now. NotTodayKaren tries to kick this one away. This one's going to be tough for NotTodayKaren to clear this one to the side. King there for the play. Karen booms this one downfield. Mr. One Hand. Nice touch there, King. Pushes this down towards the midfield. Good possession here. Brava Gunnar tries to pop it by King, who does get the flip on it, but won't do too much. Mr. One Hand passes this out to King. Good touchdown. It's Mr. Oh my gosh, what a shot there. King might have an open opportunity. No, it's just off the crossbar. Mr. One Hand has this one go just wide. Mr. One Hand pops this down towards center. It's NotTodayKaren. Push this one away. King moves this ball forward. This one's going to pop up in front of their net. Mr. One Hand there for the shot. This one just bouncing in front. NotTodayKaren tries to get in front of it and will, but King and Mr. One Hand still knocking on the door. Mr. One Hand tries to finish it. They both miss. So this ball will fall neutral. Local sports team have a chance to break out of their half. It's King not able to find the touch away. Mr. One Hand does get the save before the shot does go on target. Mr. One Hand hoping to dribble this one out of their half. Can't do so. Right now, Trust Esports trying to get back into this one. Brava Gunnar has this one kicked out away from him. Gonna be a really tough bounce for Mr. One Hand to do. It's actually going to be Karen in a really tough spot. Mr. One Hand gets a great touch and puts this one in, finding the lead for Trust Esports. Fantastic touch here. So those are so hard to read. The fadeaways as those are going away from you. Mr. One Hand reads it perfectly, gets a shot on target. Not much the goalkeeper could do there. We see Trust Esports back on top, goal lead after falling down 1 in the first couple seconds. Brava Gunnar has some time to work with. Mr. One Hand pops this up towards center. King pushes this downfield. Mr. One Hand moves this off to the side. King there for the shot. Tries to get it away. Brava Gunnar. Nice pop by one, but King will intercept. This one's just going back down the field. Mr. One Hand does get there in the nick of time. King is demoed by Brava Gunnar, so Mr. One Hand by themselves for a little bit, but King is able to respawn on the same side. NotTodayKaren can't keep the touch. That would have held that pressure. Local sports team just can't seem to do just that. They can't seem to hold pressure on the offensive side of Trust Esports. So I think what they're going to have to do is rely on these quick counterattacks that we're seeing right now. King with another save off the post. It's NotTodayKaren trying to slow down anything they are trying to get going on the side of Trust Esports. This one bouncing down in front. King doesn't have any boost, so we're going to have to rotate pretty hard to get back for this one. Mr. One Hand gets a very fortunate pinch downfield. Mr. One Hand's been phenomenal so far this series. It's been a nuisance to deal with for this LST squad. Brava Gunnar tries to get this one out. It's King there to make the play. NotTodayKaren tries to get something going for the side of LST Green. This one moving forward. Nice touch there by King. NotTodayKaren flips this up for Brava Gunnar. I would have liked to just see NotTodayKaren just leave that one. Gonna need some better communication on the side of LST Green if they're hoping to get back in this. King, and speaking of communication, both of these teams struggling a bit. Starting to feel the pressure. 20 seconds left in this one. NotTodayKaren tries to take this off the ceiling. Won't go for the double tap. And we'll leave it for Brava Gunnar. Is this the right call? It is right now, but Mr. One Hand recovers and gets a phenomenal pinch downfield. NotTodayKaren in a tough spot to keep this one going. And no boost left. King might just let this one die. Gets the clear, but Brava Gunnar is there to receive it. Moves this one downfield. Could this one go in? No, Mr. One Hand yet again. Oh, Mr. One Hand, he's Mr. Clutch in this game. Fantastic stuff here from Trust Esports that we're seeing. As we look at the scoreboard, do you see King and Mr. One Hand both have a goal apiece? King does have 4 saves, though. Just been clutch for the side of Trust Esports. LST Green, though, 5 saves combined as well. Shot count's about even, 7-6 in favor of Trust Esports. We will see how the rest of this one's going to end up. Thank you guys for tuning in to this IGL Week 3 action presented by Tapper's Arcade Bar. I am your host, Chronic. If you guys don't mind giving me a follow, I would really appreciate it. If you don't follow me already, very close to getting affiliate and almost at 100 followers, so that's pretty exciting as well. But, you know, just keep the dream alive. So we are going to get into this possibly last game, third game, as 7RUS ESPORTS trying to go for the complete sweep over LST Green. So we will get right into this one. Both teams are ready to go. Mr. One Hand on the dribble off the kickoff. Great flick by the whole team, though. I was not expecting this at all. As Mr. One Hand just catches this ball, Brava Gunnar tries to turn on it. Mr. One Hand's so patient till the last second. They get the flick, and with the spoiler of their car, sink this one in. 1-0 for 7RUS ESPORTS. Phenomenal play here. That's been the word so far. Mr. One Hand is phenomenal, because they've been so consistent and have pulled off some crazy stuff. How can LST get back into this one? Local sports team, very well known in IGL, seem to be meeting their greatest opponents so far of the season. 1-1. As 7RUS ESPORTS are looking to go 3-0. Mr. One Hand almost makes a 2-0 lead. Can't quite find it. Does get bumped off the play. It's going to be tough to get back to. But King with an amazing save. Yet again, they had 4 saves last game. Really showing why 7RUS ESPORTS has them on their roster. So Mr. One Hand tries to pass this towards center. It's not going to fall. It's Brava Gunnar. We'll wait on this ball. Good pop by there. Oh my gosh, King with the 50-50. This one goes off the post and off the crossbar. See DrunkCookies cheering for that reverse sweep. Right now, it's not looking too good. Mr. One Hand gets their second goal. Trying to get a sweep going. The local sports team might just be trying to keep this one interesting. So, you know, they're always so full of surprises. So we'll see if they're able to pull something out of the hat. But right now, it's 7RUS ESPORTS with all of the magic in this one. It's King. Takes control of this, and yet again, this one out to Mr. One Hand, who tries to get this on target, but no, it will not fall. King is able to rotate back in time. Brava Gunnar not able to put this one on target. King gets the touch out to the side. King is an amazing defender. If you need anyone to watch for defense in 2v2, watch King right now. His rotations are so strong and sets Mr. One Hand up for the hat trick. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left in this one. Mr. One Hand continues to go on a rampage for this. It's Brava Gunnar is back for this one. NotTodayKaren on the kickoff as well. This one's a very important. Whoever scores this next goal could really decide the fate of the game. 4-0 for 7RUS ESPORTS would pretty much be the nail in the coffin, unless they're able to pull something crazy. But 3-1 is absolutely doable, because then you start to get some momentum. You start to get 7RUS ESPORTS to question themselves on what's going on for their game. It's NotTodayKaren. Booms this ball downfield. It's going to be tough for King to deal with. Might actually double tap this in themselves. They don't. Mr. One Hand able to get this one away at the last second. So far, they've tried demos. So far, they've tried double taps. So far, they've tried just about anything. Local sports team still trying to find an answer. It's not going to start like that as Mr. One Hand finds their 4th goal. Just over half this game left. Mr. One Hand, nice touch by Karen. As Brava Gunnar tried to get the save, and they're just not able to. It's King on the kickoff. He's been so good at 50-50 so far. Wins this one pretty clean. Has this one taken, or does take this one off of Karen's hood. Mr. One Hand goes for their 5th goal. They do find it. This pressure that we're seeing from 7RUS ESPORTS, it's got to be so tough to deal with if you're a local sports team. It's great control there. King almost hit them out of the way. See some profanity up in chat, trying to you know, get on the scoreboard for King. We'll see if they're able to do just that. But right now, LST Green feeling the same problem that King is. So they're in a lot worse of a position right now. Karen almost, they had Mr. One Hand on their back foot, just need to put that on target. Accuracy has been the name of the game so far. This one will go in though, not today Karen, making it interesting. Does cut it to a 4-goal lead. While 4 is obviously better than 5, it's definitely going to be a tough task to get back into this one. But that's how you do it. 2 minutes, 18 seconds on the clock. Now, I was going to say, if they don't score before the 2-minute mark, I would say this one is all but over. Not today, Karen. Tries to get his team back into this. Brava Gunnar almost sniped the top left corner, but saved away by King. Of course it's King. Who else would it be, really? So we see Mr. One Hand puts a shot on target. Not enough pace to get by Brava Gunnar, though. Brava Gunnar can't get around this aerial. And it will be King to put this one in. No, it's off the crossbar. Mr. One Hand, though, again off the backboard. This one's just floating around in front. Brava Gunnar has to get back to it in time. And they do. Can they get the clear, though? Nice dribble. But King takes this one away, and it will be King's first goal. 6-1. Trust Esports. Still controlling the pitch beautifully right now. This local sports team not able to find an answer. Still, they were able to get 1 goal. Not much going on right now. Kilk567, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate you sticking around, watching these two teams go at it. Hopefully, if you are not in IGL, you should definitely join for the winter circuit. But if you are, definitely go ahead and sign up for my streams in the RL stream requests in the IGL channel. And this one, though, Brava Gunnar, I keep wanting to say Bravo, but Brava Gunnar gets their first, I believe that's their first goal of this game. Does find the left corner after some time of not hitting it. It's going to be a tough sweep to come back from. If any team can do it, it's local sports team. It's not today, Karen. They can't make contact here. Everything that they do, every mistake that they make is detrimental to them getting back in this series. As Brava Gunnar tries to get in front of this one, King, who will not make any errors so far, still playing this ball downfield, gets a nice backflip. That could be really tough for Mr. One Hand to deal with, as not today Karen is knocking at the door. Passes this in front. Brava Gunnar there for the shot. Nice 50-50, recognizing that King was there in the middle. Cuts the lead to 3. It's the closest this game has been in a long time, but they're starting to get some momentum. We'll see if it's enough to get them back in this series. It's King on the 50-50. This King goes up for this one, pushes this downfield. This one might just be on target. Brava Gunnar does get the save. Where's Mr. One Hand, though, on the rotation? It's still King. Brava Gunnar does get a crucial demo. Might go for the redirect. They do. Mr. One Hand does leave the ground. This could be a shot on target. Cuts the lead to 2. 37 seconds, rather. Could this be the comeback? Brava Gunnar to not today, Karen, just like that. Still 2 goals down. It's this one. It's coming down to the wire. Off the kickoff. This one is so incredibly important. This local sports team can't waste any time. King, though, goes for the shot. Almost lands it. Hits the crossbar again. Brava Gunnar has to dribble this one. Goes for the 50-50, but no. King takes it off their hood. 20 seconds left. It's King. Tries to move this ball downfield. Nice flick there to kill as much time as possible, keeping the ball right in front of their car. This one going in front, and a double commit there. Will set up King. They get bumped off the play. Not today, Karen's got to move fast down the field. This one's going to be tough to deal with. Not today, Karen. An unfortunate touch there will kill so much time, and that will do it. Let's Trust Esports get the complete sweep of LST Green. So close there. Valiancy with a... like the Stranger Things update. So far, I do. I haven't really had too much time just because I got back from the beach, but I think it's pretty good. Just almost as good as Trust Esports is looking this season. If you are on their schedule, 3-0. They've got that one in the bag. GG's to everyone for sure. Really impressive stuff from Mr. One Hand and King. Mr. One Hand, 5 goals on 7 shots. Impressive stuff there. Brava Gunnar and Not Today Karen almost completed the comeback, but does not happen for them. So close, yet so far. That would have been quite the comeback for sure. Down by 4 goals in the last minute, cut it to 2. Really impressive stuff there but weren't able to get momentum fast enough.